Have you ever been at a crossroads where the easy path just feels wrong? Like really tempting, but you just know deep down it's not the right move. Well, today we're going to dive into this ancient text that is, believe it or not, super relevant to that exact feeling. We're breaking down the first chapter of Proverbs, not really as scripture, but more like a practical playbook for making life's big decisions.
So, let's kick things off with a question that, honestly, we all face. What if the path of least resistance, the one that promises all the rewards right now, is actually the one that will tear everything down in the long run? It's that classic dilemma, right? The shortcut versus the right way. And this ancient guide was basically designed to help us figure that out.
So what is this guide, exactly? Well, it's a collection of wisdom traditionally linked to King Solomon. But let's not get bogged down in the history. Think of it more like a user's manual for being human, written to help pretty much anyone build a more thoughtful, more meaningful life.
What's so cool about this is that the text just lays out its goals right at the beginning. It's not trying to be mysterious or anything. It flat out says, hey, I'm going to give you the tools for wisdom, for seeing through complicated stuff, and for acting with integrity. It's basically offering a blueprint for how to think well, and it's an open invitation to anyone who wants to listen.
Okay, so this entire guide, this whole philosophy really just boils down to one single fundamental choice. It sets up this decision between two totally opposite ways of thinking, two paths that will literally define the entire journey of your life. Every little decision, it argues, puts you on one of these two roads.
And this is where it all begins. One path starts with a deep respect for wisdom, for some kind of order bigger than yourself. The other path starts by just laughing at it all, rejecting it. And look, this isn't about your IQ or how smart you are. It's about your attitude. Do you value learning and instruction, or do you just dismiss it? That's the first fork in the road.
All right, so let's walk down that first path, let's call it the destructive one. The guide actually gives this path a voice, personifying it as these sinful men. And it's framed as this very seductive invitation, Come join our crew, we've got it all figured out. It's the timeless appeal of the easy way out, the get-rich-quick scheme.
And here's their sales pitch. It's so direct. And notice how communal it is. Come along with us. We will all share the loot. It's selling you on a sense of belonging, a team effort where everyone wins. The whole, harming innocent people part, that's just a minor detail, a step in the process.
What's wild is how professional this sounds. It's not just random chaos. It's presented like a business plan. Step 1, find an easy mark. Step 2, take them down. Step 3, grab all the good stuff. And step 4, the big finale, everybody gets paid. It's methodical, and it's sold as a totally foolproof plan.
So, what's the guide's response to this amazing offer? It's a hard pass. No hesitation. The warning is so clear. Don't even think about it. Don't even take one single step down that road, because once you start, it's dangerously hard to turn back.
And this is the ultimate irony, right? The very trap they think they're setting for other people, well, it turns out they're the ones who are going to get caught in it. The guide warns that chasing after this kind of gain doesn't just hurt your victims, it literally consumes and destroys you.
Okay, so that's path A. Now let's look at the alternative. And it's a total 180 from the secretive whispers of the sinners. The guide introduces the voice of wisdom. And wisdom, she doesn't whisper, she shouts.
And this is huge. Wisdom isn't some secret knowledge that's only for a chosen few. Her message is public. It's out in the open for everybody. She goes to the busiest, most crowded places to make her case. There's no secret handshake, no hidden agenda here.
And man, she does not pull any punches. Her message is this really passionate, almost frustrated plea. She's not just giving out feel-good advice, she's forcing you to look in the mirror. Why do you love being clueless? Why do you get a kick out of making fun of things you don't understand? Why would you actively hate knowledge? I mean, talk about a call for some serious self-reflection.
But right after that really tough challenge, she makes this incredible offer. It's a promise of total transformation. Basically, if you're willing to just listen and change course, I will give you everything. I will pour out all my knowledge, and I'll hold absolutely nothing back.
And then, whoa, the warning gets pretty intense. Ignoring wisdom isn't just a neutral choice, It has real, unavoidable consequences. The text uses this shocking image. Wisdom literally laughing when disaster hits those who ignored her, to make it crystal clear that their fate is a direct result of their own choices.
And that brings us to the final argument, the climax of it all. The guide lays out the consequences of each path, right next to each other. The time for choosing is over.
Now it's time to see the results. So for the people who turned their back on wisdom, the endgame is this really profound loneliness, but it's a loneliness they built themselves. When they finally wake up and realize their mistake, when they're desperate for help, it's too late. The line is dead. And the reason is simple. They hated knowledge. They rejected advice. They chose this outcome all on their own.
And this really sums it all up, doesn't it? On one hand, you've got the path of folly, where you literally eat the rotten fruit of your own bad decisions. You get exactly what you were aiming for, and it's poison. But then there's the path of wisdom, which leads to safety, to peace of mind, to a life where you're not constantly looking over your shoulder.
So there you have it. The guide has made its case. 2 paths, 2 voices, 2 completely different endings. One is a tempting shortcut that chews you up and spits you out. The other is a challenging climb that leads to safety. The ancient text has laid it all out. The choice, it says, is up to us.